We've been working on connecting our two trailers so we can make life easier in every season. Having our batteries, wood stove, and water all close is making a huge difference. But this winter has had other plans. Between heavy snowfalls, one almost collapsing our shed, and the demands of work, our progress has slowed. Back in November, we took a short trip to the Dominican to soak up some sun, but we've been back ever since, facing storm after storm. And with another 18 inches of snow on the way, spring still feels far off. Still, moments like ice fishing, hot tent camping, and spotting a lynx close by remind us why we chose this life. It's not always easy, but we wouldn't trade it for anything. Today, Chi is getting back to work on the trailer connection. Stick around, this is Off Grid with Gina&Thi.
Well, I was just getting firewood over here and it was quite the mission. This is the tree that I was cutting down. It got stuck on this tree and then I had to cut this tree down, and I got my chainsaw stuck here and it fell the wrong way, so I had to make another cut on the top. It's quite the mission. Wow, I recently got a bigger axe and what a difference. Was doubting my masculinity with that small axe over there. Had to hit it 2-3 times sometimes, but with this bigger axe it's much better. Blue, where are you going? No fighting with Max. Got Max tied up on the other side. Can't have them both off leash, because then they'll think they're independent and they'll go running off kilometers away and not know their way back. So only one can be off leash at a time. Didn't I say no fighting? So Blue's off leash, but instead of going for a walk exploring, he prefers to be here fighting with Max. And because Max is tied up, I'm scared that he's gonna go around Blue's neck with the wire and then end up killing him or choking him. And Gina is not home right now with the kids, so I don't want to leave them inside by themselves. Why can't you guys just chill? I'll just supervise them for a few minutes, make sure no one gets hurt, and then I have to tie them both. I have the other wire over there so that they're not too close to each other, so they can't wrap themselves. Blue's cheating. Well, stop being a cheater. Really makes a huge difference having the proper tools for the work that you're doing. So having that big axe is definitely gonna be a time saver. Eventually when I get a wood splitter, it's gonna be even better. What are you guys eating? I had to tie Blue up because they already got hurt over there. Yesterday Gina made them some chicken thighs, so they don't want their kibble anymore. Didn't want to eat lunch, but now they're snacking on ice. Really? Is that better than kibble, guys? Is that better than kibble?
Living off-grid means that power isn't always guaranteed. Whether it's charging up our gear, keeping the lights on at night, or just making sure our devices stay alive. It's something we think about every day. So when Anker reached out about us trying their Solic C300 DC portable power station, I was curious, could this actually help our day-to-day off-grid life? For those of you who don't know, we live full-time in our off-grid trailer while we work on building our future homestead. So having a reliable, portable power source is huge for us. I'll be honest, before I moved off-grid, I never used to think about what is watt hours or what is a USB-C. I mean, I just plugged things in and they worked, right? But out here, power isn't unlimited. And suddenly I actually care about how much power I'm using. Who knew I would be excited about a portable power station? And the best part, this one is mine. She always gets the cool gear, but this one stays with me. So what makes the Anker Solix C300 portable power station different? Well, first off, it's all about those USB-C outlets, USB-A outlets, and car sockets. That means I can charge pretty much everything I need, from my phone to the kids' tablets, and even our USB lights. Plus, it has a car socket. So if we need to power anything like a small cooler on the go, it's all set. It also has a 140 watt fast charging and recharging, which can quickly charge a laptop. So what does 288 watt hours actually mean? Basically, it's how much power this thing can store. Think of it like a battery bank, just a really big one. To put it simply, this thing can charge my phone up to about 20 times, my tablet about 5 times, and even run a small fan for a few hours. And the best part is that I can recharge this with solar, so it's completely off-grid friendly. We've also been using it for homeschooling, whether it's watching educational videos or pulling up maps for lessons. It's been such a useful tool for the kids. Now, even if you don't live off-grid like we do, this thing is still a game changer. If you go camping, it's perfect to keep your phone, lights, and speakers charged. And it's even light enough to throw in the car for road trips. So far, my first impressions is that this thing is practical and so easy to use. I like that the screen gives you a clear readout of how much battery you have left, so you're not guessing when it's time to recharge. It's just straightforward. Plug your devices and go. We are partnering up with Anker to test out their Solix C300 DC portable power station. And so far, it's been a great addition to our off-grid setup. So now if you're looking for something compact and powerful, I've got a special link for you down in the description and in the pinned comment. So check it out if you're interested.
So the weather here is crazy. We're gonna have a difference of almost 40 degrees in less than 48 hours. So last night and this morning it feels like negative 30, and this afternoon is like 6 negative, and tomorrow is gonna be like 9 positive. So it's crazy how here in Canada we can have like 2-3 seasons in less than 48 hours. In the future I want to be able to move these trailers, so this platform is not really attached to the ground permanently, like it's on top of the piers, but it's not really screwed or anything. So I'm hoping I will be able to lift it up somehow in the future. I let the plywood on the floor extend, but I'm not going to build the wall all the way to there. Probably only going to build to where the frame is. So that way I can cut off the excess here when I plan on moving it, because it's going to be very tight to move it with if it's this big. So now one of the challenges here is going to be to make this watertight, because my trailer is always moving back and forth as you walk inside and stuff like that. So I don't want to screw it permanently to the trailer. I just want to put it up against and maybe fill it up with silicone. It'd be nice if I could use some sort of flexible material. If you guys have any suggestions of what I can use to butt into the trailer, something that's flexible and watertight, or waterproof at least. But for now I'm thinking just to put a strip of wood and put some silicone where it touches the trailer. I also want to build this 9 feet tall, just to make sure that I clear from the floor and pass my roof a little bit, so I can build a roof with an overhang going past the trailer this way and also going past that way. So I'm gonna focus on building the back wall, and I'll go a little bit at a time. I don't really have a drawing for it, but I'll just build as I go. Oh, now you're the crying one. You just came back, Max. You can barely walk. Smell of fresh cut wood. Blue, no potty over here. No potty over here. Please make sure you don't pee on my Starlink. Okay, Mr. Explorer? This trail here so I could empty out the snow from the Starlink and make sure Blue doesn't go pee on my Starlink. Yeah, no pee over here, okay? No potty over here, sir. Not as easy as walking on the path that I made, huh? I have to mount it up higher next winter, but this time I left it here. It melts the snow that falls on it, but a layer of ice was forming underneath here, so I had to break that. It's a beautiful sunset, isn't it, Blue? Did you understand my message? No peeing over here. Okay? No peeing here. Let's go. Come. Let's go. Good. Good boy. Last time I let both of you guys off leash, you know what happened? You guys went far away. You didn't come back. I had to go get you at the neighbor's house. So that's why I cannot let both of you off leash. Max. Max. Are you listening? It's not my fault. What's going on, Blue? Huh? Why are you making noise? Huh? Why are you barking? Because you saw a wall? Is this what you're scared of? Nothing to be scared of. Just a wall. Okay, come. Time to go inside. Go inside. Alright, that went better than I thought. Was a little concerned that it's getting kind of close to this yawning over here. But my measurements weren't too bad. I have like a 1-inch gap there. Yeah, so this was the easiest wall. The next ones are gonna have openings on this side, on that side, and I want to put a door over there in case of emergencies. I don't want to rely on only having to get out through this trailer. I want to have access that way as well. Having a slushy Blue. So it's the next day. It's a beautiful day today. It feels like spring. It's gonna be 7 degrees Celsius positive, which is nice for a change. Okay, so yesterday I was able to put this wall up. I'm working now on this wall coming from this trailer now. It's pretty much done. I just gotta put a piece over here to support the, I think it's called the ridge beam. Had to yell at him already because he's peeing next to my stuff. It's another reason why I don't like leaving him off leash, because they feel like they have to pee in every inch of the property, and it annoys me greatly. Hi, mister. Okay, I'm sorry I yelled at you. Can't be peeing everywhere. No, daddy doesn't like that. It's gonna be noisy for your ears. Might wanna go somewhere else. Go see your brother. Why is your brother crying? Even though this wall is pretty small, it has a lot more lumber than the other one. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to put it in place by myself. Oh, not too bad. That's the top part there. So I'm still figuring out how I'm gonna waterproof this area. I'm thinking of putting like a U-channel, screwing onto this area and then going up and screwing onto the back part of this side. So if any water drips from the roof, it will fall into here and makes its way to the sides. But I'm not sure how I'm gonna have access to this area. It's gonna be tight if I'm coming from up there trying to screw something here and silicone. It's gonna be tough, so that's why I made this kind of higher, so I have space to work from under here. Still gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the same to the other side, same height. And on this side, that height will be more or less around here, so that I can do the same on this corner, so that the water that's dripping from the roof doesn't make its way into this area. Well, it's pretty warm right now. I'm wearing this jacket because I can't find my rain jacket, not because it's cold. But yeah, it's raining a lot. And pretty soon the temperature is gonna drop like minus 14 Celsius. So all this is gonna turn into a nice sheet of ice, which is not gonna be great. Just moved my car up there because after to go up over here, it's gonna be tough. It'd be fine if it was all gravel, but there's still some ice over here, so it's gonna be interesting. I was supposed to go into town to get some supplies, but we decided it's better to go tomorrow because it's gonna freeze and the roads are probably gonna be a mess as well. Got this bed from Amazon. Maxi's trying it out. How is it, Maxi Bear? Is it comfy? You like it? No?
Max is big, eh?
He doesn't like the heater. Every time it kicks on, it starts getting warm. How's the bed? You like the bed?
It's good for him. I think he likes it.
I think it's Max approved. Links in the description down below, guys. My furnace stopped working, so I have to come check out the propane, see what's going on. Last time I was having issues with one of my bottles. Not sure what's going on. Alright, so this one's empty. Yeah, so I'm gonna try changing this one, but that one should be full over there. Yeah, so the first time I turned this to the other side, this thing didn't really turn green. But then I took that off, put it back on. Maybe it wasn't tight enough, I'm not sure. But if this bottle fails, I've changed this one now, so it should switch to this one. Hopefully it should take care of that. Well, my shed over here got a lot of snow on top of it. Last year I was fine, so I wasn't too worried about it. But now I noticed that the roof is collapsing inside. So it bent the metal here and over there, and even the main beam over here. So I definitely need to pay attention to this. I'm gonna clean the snow off this roof now. It'll be hard to get. I have like a mountain of snow over here I can climb on top of using my snowshoes. Let me get busy. Well, friends, the daily chores here off grid keep me pretty busy. Let me tell you guys, harvesting dead wood in the middle of winter is not very fun. Come spring, I want to make sure that I start preparing my wood for the winter, because we got a little bit over here. I already harvested all the dead trees that are easy to get to, but now it's getting challenging. The ones that I see that might be dry are hard to get to. So let me see what I can find. So one of the few trees, dead ones, that I see is on the other side of my property, like on the other side of the road. And it's gonna be a bit challenging because that's like an uphill over there and there's no road access. So I'm gonna try to go up that way. And the tree I'm trying to get, let me see if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, I believe this one over here. So this is where I stop. The other side of my property, I stop shoveling over here because then it goes that way. There's some other properties that are more further in, but these people are only here in the springtime. I mean, it's not all year round. So in the winter time, sometimes I see a snowmobile passing by, but barely anyone comes this way. And here I just kept the road narrow just so we can walk by and bring the dogs for a walk.
There? And then start going crazy.
The snow wall over here, it's almost like 2 feet high. It's pretty nice. Guys, another winter storm is coming. We don't get a break here.